think I'm full of shit. Dude, don't see a problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. So won't you meet me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. And no, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead. And you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice the size. Oh. Put the guitar up a little bit. I think you're full of shit.
Here we are. So Very Wrong About Streaming. My name is Michael Walker. I am here with my good friend Jimbo. Look at that shot. That shot is so far out and not good. I just Didn't check that. Things got moved around. Stuff and things happened. All right, we can fix this. We're good. All right, there we go. We're happy with that. All right. We are playing Uprising. That's what we do. We don't have puppets. We just play games. Not that there's anything wrong with puppets. Here is Uprising. It is a cooperative game where you're going to have hordes and Imperials coming from the middle, hordes coming from the outside, and we have to, and everyone's getting victory points for different reasons, and we just have to have more victory points than the two bad guys at the end of the game, which will be at the end of chapter 4. Has a nice little chapter track where it's going to walk us through all of the steps, thankfully, because it's been a couple of weeks since we played. So we're going to need a little refresher. And we played this today because we knew Joe wasn't going to be here, so we purposely put this on the table because we hate him. All right. First thing we do is reveal a Druid card. As you can see, there's 4 Druid cards on the outside of the board. That's going to give us a ability. And it's usually an ability you can trigger during battle by spending dice results. Jimbo, do you have a preference?
Nope.
We got Archery and Clash. Ignore all skulls showing on your dice that your enemy rolled. Before damage once per round.
Showing on 1 die your enemy rolled.
On 1 die. All right. That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, flip all of your face down cards back to face up. Well, we haven't used any yet. Regain all 8 action points. So we get to do 8 actions during the round, which will be these crystals. Deal 3 new items to the discard. We've already done all this. 3 new quests. Pass 3 new quests. Do we always discard all the quests? I guess we do. Mm-hmm. Pass the first player token to the left. Have we seen a first player token? What was it?
Oh, it's this.
It is. Is there a heads and tail on this thing?
I don't know.
There isn't. Well, I'm going to drop it roughly in the middle. How's the sound? I just realized that we have a new microphone, so I want to know if there's any echo or anything like that. Let me know. I am the first player, and now the Imperial Palace is only a level 2. All right, I'll keep it because it's the first round. Add 2 threat to all legions and hordes in play. There are none. The first player draws and reads the next event. So here is event for chapter 1. Many refugees are coming across the frozen wastes in the north, now called the Screaming Sea. They offer you everything they have left for your shelter and protection. Every player may place 1 action token on the trade action to gain 1 item from the market they can use, or 2 crystals for an item they could not use. Among them are many that report horrible things they saw in the destroyed mainland they left behind. Place 1 horde at threat 4 in the Screaming Sea, not adjacent to a haven. Thanks, Frank, for popping in. Have a good day, sir. Place 1 horde at threat 4 in the Fog Grave, not adjacent to a haven.
So the first one is the Coven of Isat, because it's always the first one. So
luckily my special ability is I can use any item anyway.
So this guy will go
somewhere
not
in the
next to your haven.
Fog Grave?
No, somewhere in the Screaming Sea. This is the first one.
Oh, the Screaming Sea. Here.
And then the second horde is the False Messiah. Well, we got lucky. Immediate. Place the False Messiah on the haven with the most units. If there are no units on havens, place him on a sea tower.
Well, that was lucky.
So I might as well put him over here. Because he was supposed to go somewhere in the fog grave anyway.
True that. All right, so that is that. Now we're taking items. Or Jimbo, do you see any items that you can...
I'm looking at either the Worm Scale or the Druid's Ale. They're both really good in my opinion.
Requires 2 leadership. Do you have 2 leadership?
No. I have 1 of everything.
Pay 2 elephants to gain a skull or a shield.
2 food.
2 food, sorry, yes.
So I mean, you should also you may also want to look at those if that's.
Well, if you can't
not your
use this one seems to be the best one. And since you can't use it anyway, unless you're planning on spending 2 crystals to get it.
No, definitely not. Especially because we're down a crystal because of the coven.
All right, so I'll take this.
Remember, you have to put an action crystal on your trade action first.
Oh, it goes on my trade action. Sorry.
I don't think we gain the salt in this case because we're not taking a trade action. It just says place the crystal and...
True.
What is more likely to be useful? If I've got 2 blanks in the clash, get a lightning bolt? Or discard to get a feat? Because feats are pretty awesome.
I think we draw immediately, do we not? As soon as I take 1?
If empty, draw 1 item.
Yeah.
Urn of Malice. Discard this. You and your enemy gain 1 black die every combat round. You and your enemy.
All death, all the time.
Yeah, it's a little scorched earth policy going on there. I'm gonna grab the worm scale. Maybe that's a mistake, but
Ice water pipe. I don't think I've ever seen that, or at least
maybe roll all of your dice on any roll outside of combat once.
that is a questing item for sure. I have 0 leadership, although it doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, because you could use any item. Right. Is that it for the horde setups?
That is it for the event phase. Place 1 activation token on every horde and legion card on the last chapter. If it's the last chapter, do it twice. Draw 2 feats from your feat deck. 2 feats because that's how many feats you got. You got 2 hands and 2 feats. Joke never gets old.
Some jokes are born that way.
Never. Keep 1. Put the other one at the bottom. This is where you hope you get a stat up right at the beginning. And fail. Archery. Reroll up to 2 of your dice. That seems pretty good. I'll take that. The other one was items cost you 1 less salt. When you discard an item, gain 1 salt.
Yeah, so things like this would cost you 1 salt. You discard it, and then you get your salt back.
True. Or even if I get to my 10 max, that's never happened, and I'd have to discard something, I'd get salt for it. All right, moving along. We've done our feats. Build units, towers, walls from the reserve on any of your havens. This is where I'm going to check any special abilities that I've probably forgotten. Exchange 3 for 1. Cost 1. All right. I do have another card that says flip this to gain 1 salt for every sword sister I have in play. So I sort of want to get out a bunch of sword sisters. But I really want to get out... Oh. Everything costs so much salt.
Yeah, I remember being able to put out more units than this, but apparently I remember incorrectly.
And you have a maximum number of 5 units, I believe.
5 units in a space.
Space. So that being said, I can get out all of 3 salt for Son of the Bow. That will leave me with 2 salt and 2. What's the red again? Supplies, merchandise, plunder. 2 plunder for 2 Sword Sisters. And then I have food and plunder, and nothing costs food and plunder. Although I can spend 2 plunder to put out a wall and a tower. May I have a wall and a tower, please?
Don't forget to leave yourself some plunder to build a haven.
I do have a single
You can turn 3 of something else into...
plunder, and oh yeah, I'd have to flip over a red. I do have 3 food, and I don't have a ton of use for food, except for my Whip of Thorns. And how does this look on our close-up? Because we have this. Super cool. Well, you can't really see it. Anyway, that's that. You get cool 3D fortifications. Alright, so now I have a tower and a wall around my haven. All is good. Jimbo, are you done buying stuff? I have 3 units. This is so bad.
Yeah, I bought 4.
Alright. Build units, towers, and stuff. Actions. Now we will take actions. I am the first player, so I will take a move action. Hero is going to move to an adjacent hex. So right now, this guy's just going to move 1 space. This person, I mean.
Yes.
Alright, so I will move to there.
And remembering, moving is essentially it does not end your turn if you wish to explore.
Everything on this side is free, and it's not until you take one of these actions that your turn actually ends. So I put 1 on explore. It allows me to flip this up and see how much pain and suffering I have to go through. Shadow Dawn. Gain 2 salt immediately. If empty, place 2 skeletons here. 2 salt.
2 skeletons.
If not, reinforce here. Plus, place 1 skeleton with other skeletons. Do you want a skeleton, or shall I take a skeleton?
I'll take the skeleton for now.
And then that is my turn done, because I did an action on the right.
I am going to move Yanni to here. Then I am going to quest. I am going to choose willing to fight.
Let me throw out the thing. So these are quests. It's an action your leaders can do. After the Butcher's scorched earth offensive, freeing his captives and arming them for their revenge was imperative. So he's going to roll his leader's dice, and he needs those 3 things, that these 3 objectives, either 3 skulls, a shield, or 2 lightning bolts. He has to succeed in at least one of those. That's what the +1 is for. And then depending what he succeeds in, he gets the benefit right underneath. And then if he succeeds at all, he gets the solve result.
And now, because I am on a space with an enemy unit, I think I get an extra red die.
Correct. If your hex with enemy units, get +1.
And because of Yanni's Elder, I can add 1 die to any of my rolls outside of combat, so I'm going to add a black die. So I got 4 skulls and 1 lightning bolt.
That's enough for the 3 skulls.
All right, what do I get for 3 skulls?
So you get a victory point.
Woo!
And you get the solve. Place 1 basic unit on each of your havens. Every other player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens or explored empty hex, then discard this quest. A basic unit, that is anything that says basic.
Yep.
And that would be a Sword Sister, which I will take.
I figured we could use the...
No, I will take...
We could use the influx of manpower.
I will take the Archer. And you are done, sir?
I am done.
I will command, and I will get rid of these skeletons before something happens.
So it costs you 1 food to
It
command.
costs me a food. And it is choose an explored hex. It is explored now because the leader flipped over. Move any of your adjacent units, max 5, and or your hero there, but you can't cross mountains. We haven't flipped up any mountains yet, have we? So these guys all pile into here. And we're going to start a combat. Do we have... Yes, we have some combat. Overlooked rules. Do we have a combat summary? I thought there was a combat summary on one of these. But anyway, long story short.
So, combat sequence. Before combat, check the terrain.
It is ice wastes. No effect.
To use any feats or items that are before combat.
Oh. Not anything that is start of combat.
All right, archery round.
Archery round. There's some dice. Archeries. I have 2 Sons of the Bow. They roll white dice.
Use any archery feats.
I have archery. Roll up to 2 of your dice. 4 damage once per round on your hero's hex. Well, I don't think I can get into another fight this turn, so I might as well use this now and re-roll this die. Still nothing, but I kill 1 skeleton because of the skull.
Victory point.
Victory point for me. Then we go into the hand-to-hand
It is
phase.
now clash time.
And the archers get to go again, so I'll still get 2 white dice for them, 2 orange dice for my sword sisters. And once again, you're looking for skulls, and then shields to block his skulls. So this shield blocks his skull. I do more than enough, and that is another victory point.
Another victory point.
And the undead horde menace is taken care of.
Do you have any feats, any post-combat feats or anything?
I do not.
All right. You have vanquished the skeletons.
I have. Over to you, sir. That was my command.
All right. Yanni is going to explore. So I flip this hex over and doom us all. Many fled the roof beneath the roof of the mighty tree, embraced by the ancient Fiolia, the stone circle. So gain 2 plunder. If empty, place 2 skeletons here. If not, reinforce. Oh, it's not empty. This was here. So because it is not empty, we reinforce, adding another garrison here. And then each player gains 1 basic unit on a haven or any empty explored hex. So unfortunately I won't get anything because I have hit my unit cap of 5, but Walker gets a basic unit.
I like basic units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That was amazing. All right. Was that both your actions?
That was my
now this thing that says actions, that just means while I'm doing an action. Then
During the action phase, yes.
all right. So flip this. Gain 1 salt for every sword sister in play. I have 3 of them in play, so I gain 3 salt. Then as my action, I'll pay 2 plunder to build a haven. If there's no curse, enemy unit, haven, in your hero's explored hex, place 1 of your havens there. Costs 2 plunder. I only have 1, but like we said, we could spend 3 of anything for 1 resource. I'll spend 3 food. Taking a haven, planting it there. Done.
All right, I'm going to spend a food to command. So my army moves into here. It is woods. So, I roll 2 white dice for ranged combat, and the level 2 garrison rolls 2 white dice for ranged combat. And they will reroll any blanks because they can reroll up to 2 dice.
Because of our train?
Yeah, because of the train. Alright, I'm going to use traps. I ignore 1 skull on my enemy's dice.
Gotcha.
So, long story short, the range phase,
Is a
all of
wash.
my damage is blocked. He does no damage. We move into the combat phase. May I have 2 blue dice, please?
That's a level 3. Level 2.
Should be 1 blue, 2 yellow, and a white.
1 blue, 2 yellow, and a white.
Yep. Oof. All right. So I have rolled 3 skulls, and he only blocks 1, so that's enough to destroy it. He's rolled 4 skulls. I block 2, so that is enough for these 2 to be killed. So I destroy 2 levels of enemy garrison.
Is that 2 victory points?
Gives me 2 victory points. And that is the end of my turn. Go ahead, Walker.
Now the question is, do I want to flip up another hex, right? We could get...
Well, something's going to spawn there. So at minimum, you're giving whatever you flip up points. You could use that action to...
Got 2. What do we got for
to go
quests
to the
here?
market or quest. This can get us a bunch of food.
I'll be rolling a red, a purple, and either a white or an orange.
You want as many skulls as you can get. I mean, you can save that for me if you like, because I'm going to plunk down a haven and have 1 left over.
I will try this one. Is that what we're saying?
Well, that's what I'd like. You can leave that for me if you like.
Oh, I see. You want to try that
But
one.
then you're getting the food. But it's a matter of who's getting the food, right?
Do you need the food?
Not particularly. If
All
you're
right.
low on food, then you might
I need
consider
food.
doing it.
All right, so I get, which has more skulls? It is orange. So 2 guile, a magic, and a might. Looking for a single skull, 2 shields, or a lightning bolt.
So
I do
4
the
skulls.
shields.
So what's under the skull?
Under the
result?
skull is you may draw new quests.
Woo!
Will do. And then solve, gain 1 food for every skull you rolled. I rolled 4, so I get 4 food.
Booyaka shot.
Exactly. Sweet. Oh, we could have done this too. Remember, ignore all skulls showing.
Yes, I didn't have any lightning bolts.
Gotcha.
If
All right.
I rolled 2 blanks, I would have had lightning bolts.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so flip that.
So, on a quest,
Flip that over. Ooh, yes, please. Okay. I am going to build a haven. So I pay 2 plunder, and I plunk a haven down in this explored, not occupied by hostile enemies space.
all right, my last action. I'm going to the market. Gain one item from the market that your hero can use and pay its cost. I'm going to just pay for and use the Druid's Ale. Costs 2 salt, and I immediately get to draw a feat.
So you just use it right away.
Might as well. Another archery clash card. If your enemy has more units or threat here, gain 1 blue die before rolling per round.
Wow.
Why would I ever go? I guess because I have this card. I was going to say, why would you ever go against an enemy with less units in this game? But I guess if you have this card, you would go against.
Sorry, if you have more or they have
if
more?
the enemy has more units or threat here.
Yeah, so when you're outnumbered.
Oh, I guess if there's a bad archery phase and then you go into the clash phase, all right, that's
Well,
not
and
too bad.
it's clash and archery.
Yes, true.
So particularly for going against hordes,
True.
That's a good call.
I just mean you wouldn't go against a horde with. Oh, I guess their threat goes pretty high.
Yeah.
I digress. Moving on.
Right. Then I'm going to quest. I'm going to attempt Hawkwind Scouts.
Oh, we didn't even look on the bottom of that elephant one. If your hero was in the Badlands, you probably looked at it. I did not.
All right. So I get 1 might, 1 magic, 1 leadership, and 1 guile. Then because I'm on a woods hex, actually I'm going to trade the guile out for this one. Then because I'm on a woods hex, I get another one of these. And then because I'm who I am, I get to pick another. Can I have an orange die, please?
You sure can.
Because we can draw an extra quest, but
I have no actions.
We have no actions left, so. Alright, so that's 5 skulls, which is enough. I get a victory point, please.
Victory point heard.
Solve. Flip any unexplored hex with no curse on it and resolve its effects, but do not place or reinforce any garrisons or skeletons. Discard this card. So I gain 3 salt. I would place a skeleton here and place 2 skeletons with other skeletons, but because of the scouts, we do not do that. These guys are bomb.
All right, you're done. Actions.
Quite.
I'm done actions. We pass. Activate legions and hordes once for each activation token on them in initiative order, lowest to highest. So in the top left-hand corner, there's a number, and we sort them in this row according to the number.
So the Coven of Isad drops a curse. Move the horde 1 hex no farther from the capital with this priority. A hex with a haven, there isn't one. A hex with the fewest enemy units, there isn't one. An empty hex. So one of the empty hexes that does not take it farther from the capital.
So it could be here.
Yep.
Could be there.
Yep.
It could be here.
Yes.
I think we want it here, or otherwise he's just going to get more and more powerful. I think we want to deal with him this turn, so he's going to go there.
Sounds like a plan. All right, and then the same thing happens here. So the false messiah drops a curse, and then there's not one of my havens. There's nothing with an empty hex. He's not going to go further from the capital. So this is going to be an ugly turn.
Yes. So they have both activated. There are no Imperials to activate. Moving on to the production phase. Gain resources based on your total havens. So you look down on your board here, and you get this many resources. Then, gain resources shown on every hex with one of your havens. So you look at your other hexes, and we each built 1, and we both get 2 salt.
Well, maybe you get 2 salt, I get 2 plunder.
I need plunder, Jimbo. All right. That is gain resources shown on every hex with one of your havens. Although, oh yeah, so we get this one here too,
Yes,
your
2.
home one. One of each. I almost didn't give myself that. I looked down here and thought
almost cheated yourself there.
Exactly, that would have been. Then, the Empire scores. 1 victory point for every hex with garrisons. 3.
1, 2, 3.
1 point for every legion in play. 0. 2 points for every faction in the Imperial Graveyard.
2 points for them, unfortunately.
On to the Chaos. 1 point for every curse in play.
4 points.
4 points. 1 point for every horde in play.
2 more points.
2 points for every faction in their graveyard. None. Luckily, the skeletons killed no one.
Yar.
Return all units from the graveyard to the reserves. Now we get to score 2 points for every haven in play. 4 points each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. X points for special hexes. It'll say like on the hex itself. Like this one says 1 point.
Yep.
So 1 point for Chimbo, 1 point for me. And probably the Sea Towers probably have them.
Yeah, they might.
Then 1 victory point to any player for 5 resources paid. So at this time, this is usually done in the last turn because, there's no, you can buy as many as you like. And you can buy as many victory points, you can even buy them for other players. So if one person got very far behind, hopefully you can bring them back with tons of leftover resources. We shall see. Back to the top. Reveal a Druid card. You get to pick this time. Jimbo?
Let's reveal this one. It is the Shapeshifter. During the Archery and Clash phase, you can gain the resources shown on this hex or gain a victory point. And that is for a Lightning Bolt.
That is good. Flip all your face down cards back to face up. Will do.
Regain. Normally we would regain 8 action points. Unfortunately, the Covenant of Gasot has us only getting 7.
Did you reach over here and take one of my action points?
Yeah. I have.
All right. Deal 3 new items, discard the old ones. And this quest.
Too bad. Whiten's eye patch was pretty good.
Ooh, immediate. Oh, wait. Oh, we'll do that. So, immediate on these quests, unfortunate. For every player, place 1 garrison on a hex with a garrison. Place 1 activation token on the Legion deck. The next Legion you draw gets that token.
Blurg. So for every player, place a garrison on a hex with a garrison?
Correct. For every player, place 1 garrison on a hex with a garrison. Place 1 activation
Okay,
token.
so do we want to give them a victory point instead of one of these level 2 garrisons, or do we want to just give them... Because if we try to place a garrison here, they just get a victory point.
No, I'd just up one of those.
Okay. And then put an activation token on top of the Imperial deck.
Yes. Let's hope
First Legion that pops out will get
an extra activation.
extra activation.
Let's hope that the quest doesn't have no immediates on this. You need 2 successes on this one, though. And last but not least, no immediate 1. Place a basic unit on any of your havens. Place a basic unit on any of your havens. Technically, you get 2 units with that one.
Nice.
That is amazing. I have 2 basic units. All right. That is the 2 decks filled up. 3 new quests, 3 new items. Pass the first player token. Will do. The first player draws and reads the next event. Or do you want me to just put it up? Let me put it up.
Slave revolts. In the chaos of the days following the curse, many slave collectives and prisoners of the Empire take advantage of the hour to revolt and flee. Every player may pay 2 resources to place 2 basic units on any of their havens or any explored empty hex. I don't think I think I will.
Any 2 resources.
Yeah, to place 2 units.
Well, I don't have any units or 2 basic units.
Basic units.
2 resources to place 2 basic units. Okay.
Yeah, sold. Normally they're 2 each, so... Right. To set an example, the legions of the Empire move out of Norngard to obliterate entire insurgent villages. Place 2 legions at threat 5 on the capital. So, Legion the First, with the bonus activation token. The Spy Master. This guy's such a jerk. Spy Network. Place his target. So, when legions spawn...
Which they say that, but 9 times out of 10 they have a special thing. But in this case, we get the first is a normal one, so you place their target somewhere.
I'm fine for him to come after me because I'm intending to. One of them's going to come after this haven, and I'm intending to just bunker down and fortify that village.
All right, yeah, because this guy's going to pile into here or here and give each other.
No, he's going to come
victory
over here
points.
as well.
Oh, because the haven.
Because of the haven. It's going to be a rough turn, but I'm going to try to make the most of it. So, what this means, chat, is that the Spy Master is now targeting that haven, and when possible, he will move towards that haven to eliminate it. Then, flip the most expensive item in the network, which is the Leeching Orb or the Bottled Demon. So the Leeching Herb is discard this to remove a curse in any hex and gain a victory point. Bottled Demon is pay 1 salt to gain 1 red die in the archery phase.
Well, getting rid of curses is amazing, so I say flip the other one.
So the Spy Network has confiscated the Bottled Demon. And he gets a bonus activation token, which... Oh. Do you mind taking this guy?
Sure.
Because enemies can't use shields against him.
All right.
And I've built up all of my blue die
Gotcha.
units to use shields. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what is this salt waste going to be? What are the two?
They're always salt wastes.
They're already ice. They're always
no
ice
terrain
wastes.
there. Yeah.
And this is woods. Reroll up to 2 ranged dice. So I wonder if I want him to come into here. So he's gonna have 2 activations. She'll go 1, 2 to here.
Yeah.
And I get to choose, right? If it's here and there's 2 havens, we get to choose, correct?
Well, yes, he'll always go to his target.
Oh, the target, of course. All right.
All right.
Is that the whole quest done?
No, then the second Legion.
Of course, the second Legion.
Is the Mage Breaker. Once unleashed, she would hunt any mage in a blind, crawling rage. Place her target. So she's coming after moi. Although, ironically, I think she's going to end up fighting a horde before she gets to me. Remove 1 sea tower, empty if possible, from the game. Place the Mage Breaker on that hex. So, although neither of them are empty, I'm going to assume she probably would go here.
Is the most empty.
So she eats this sea tower.
Great.
And then pops up here. Ooh, she's mean.
Let's see, who goes first? Activate, an initiative. So when is she going to go?
It's going to be the Spy Master, then the Coven, then the Mage Breaker, then the False Messiah.
The Mage Breaker is going to go where is she headed towards you? We can make her go here before the False Messiah goes.
Yeah, unless it says that she's going to...
Oh,
she'll go to an empty hex. Oh, no, wait. The hex with the fewest enemy units.
This would be the fewest.
That has enemy units in it.
Oh.
Let me be absolutely certain of that, but I believe all of the NPCs are seriously jonesing for combat.
All right.
Activate a Legion into a hex with enemy units. If there's no haven, choose the hex with the fewest enemy units and or threat. If none of the above apply, into an empty hex.
All right. Gotcha. So she'll take
if I move a guy here, then she'll come after him because that's the least. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you could sit and defend and see what's left of him or her.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the quest done, correct?
That is the quest done.
Pass the first player, and to the left, add 2 threat to all legions and hordes in play.
Did that happen before we did the event?
We skipped that by accident.
Okay, so the Coven goes up to 6, as does the False Messiah.
Then you're supposed to read the event. I don't know how we skipped it. Place 1 activation token on every Horde and Legion card. And then we get to draw 2 feats, keep 1. Mage Rage.
Yep, serious Mage Rage.
Can I have a stat up, please? Yay! What am I going to get rid of, though, if I take the stat up? Oh, that's good too. Discard this when you make a roll outside of combat to double the dice you roll.
Wow. That's really cool.
Or the stat up, though. I will take the stat up anyway. It goes here. I will give myself more magic because magic... When you gain this, gain 3 resources. Do we usually do that when we get a stat up, or do we get so excited that it's
No,
a stat?
that's the reason you want we always want the stat up on the first turn. So we have 3 bonus resources to buy
Gotcha.
units with.
So 3 resources. Does it say they have to be the same, or no? Probably not. No. All right. 3 resources it is. Plunder, salt, and salt. 3 and 3. Plunder, salt, and salt. All right.
Well, so this could be tasty because if you succeed, you remove all activation tokens from one legion. So, like the Spy Master, you could just lock him in the capital for a turn
True.
if one of us succeeds it. And you get an extra orange die if you're on a tile with a garrison. So, like, you could go into here before you explore.
I can't even attack there because
You'd have to go and explore.
I'd have to explore it first, or I could just wait.
Well, he's coming to that haven. If you wait, he'll come to you on the ice wastes.
And I can build a tower and a wall there. All right, let's move on. 2 feats. Your 2 feats are done.
2 feats are done.
Now it is time for buildings and units. So I am going to do that. I'll keep these 2 plunder for my haven, which means I'll have no plunder for anything else. So instead of the 2 salt I got for that, I'm going to take 2 plunder.
2 salt from which?
The stat up.
Ah.
Spend the 2 plunder. May I have a wall and a tower, please?
Do you want a cough drop?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. And then 3 and 3 and 4. Get me both of these. And I'm short by 1 salt. Well, I can get one of them. No, I can't even get one of them because it was, what was it? 6 and 4. So I can put 3 and 2 back. And then spend the 4 and 2. Get one of those instead. That means you go back to get one of these. All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes.
Players take actions. You are the first player. Take us away, sir.
I will take us away.
How is Guy this morning, anyway?
I'm kind of thinking I'm going to take the Druidic Prophetess because she seems amazing. Although the Intercept the Empress's Caravan also seems very cool. In fact, all right. So Yanni's going to move, and then I'm going to Haven.
Oh yeah, you got that awesome thing that let you flip a thing.
I did.
Remove all garrisons from 1 hex with no X. That might be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Which one is it?
That's
that?
3 lightning bolts, though.
Oof.
I am rolling 2 purple dice
It's possible. It's just not very likely.
Let's just get that one out of the way, shall we? Questing.
Remember, if you move to a space with a garrison, you're going to get an extra orange die for it. Then questing.
Fine. All right, here we go. A red,
2 purple.
2 purple, 2 orange.
And then an additional orange.
Because, although 1 shield does get me
A new quest.
so I will bring out 1 white. Okay. Of course. Purple dice come up with no lightning bolts.
But 4 skulls.
4 skulls it is. 4 skulls means I get a victory point. Remove all activation tokens from 1 legion.
I assume you'd like to remove the 2 from the Spymaster.
Yes, let's do that. That will help me do something this turn as opposed to nothing this turn. I didn't get a single shield. Could have got another quest if I got a shield. Anyway, long story short, done.
All right. I am going to quest as well. I'm going to intercept the Empress's caravan. So I get 1 red, 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 orange. Because I'm in an ice waste, I get another red. And then I need 4 skulls for 1 of the successes. So I think I'm going to take another black.
Remember that one you need to get 2 successes.
2, yeah.
All right. You got your shield. You've got a lightning bolt.
Unfortunately, I think with so many blanks, there's just nothing I can do about it. Nope. That's unfortunate. Do we only get these if we succeed?
That you'd have to look it up. Empire gains 2 victory points, then discard this quest. Well, it's better than I think that's better than a spawn, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no,
Let's
it's
put that away
unfortunate,
for
but that's what happened. Go ahead, Walker.
I am going to move, and then we're going to explore.
If you solve the quest.
If empty, place 1 skeleton here. If not, reinforce here. Roll your hero dice. Gain 1 salt per skull. Plus each other player gains 2 salt. So you're getting 2 salt no matter what.
Woo!
And there is a skeleton. Poor skeleton. Oh, there's some mountains here.
Yep, you could make the Spymaster's life even more difficult if you like.
But then I will not be able to get in there. And I need to get in there to kill that skeleton.
Well, no, if you turn it like this, now you can get in there. And
Well, these guys can, but this guy's going to be move and destroy that haven.
Well, you can move in and out. Or you can just twist it. Like, I mean, you had a plan for dealing with the Spymaster already.
Yeah, I'll just leave it that way. And then a bunch of dice. Red, 2 purple, and 2 orange because we're looking for skulls. Salt equal to skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4 salt.
Very nice.
That is my turn. Go ahead. I don't know where that... You put a skeleton over here, but I don't know where it went.
Where did you take that skeleton from?
It was just off the board from the one.
I think I handed it to you and you put it over.
Did I? All right.
I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I frequently am. Maybe this is a foolish mistake, but I'm going to move 2. And then I'm going to... There's probably going to be a big fight, so I should probably be where the fight's going to be. So I'm going to move back to here. Actually, explore. Okay.
Oh, he should be here.
But that's going to be a thing. All right. So I'm going to move to there. Then I'm going to quest. No, I'm going to move. Sorry. So I moved, I havened, and I quested. Now I'm going to move twice. Then I'm going to quest. I'm gun shy because of what just happened. So I'm going to do the Druidic Prophetess. So I get 1 red, 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 orange. I get another orange because I'm on a hex with a curse, and because of Elder.
You got this. And if you don't, it's fine. I already read the downfall.
So I got 5 skulls and a bolt, which is
good.
enough to complete. So I get 1 victory point.
1 for blue.
I can place 1 basic unit on any of my havens. And then always, if you solve a quest, gain the reward of 1 quest goal, even if you gained it already.
Extra radio-friendly voice today, Walker. Extra radio-friendly voice. Is it echoing? I do have an extra mic. I tried. So if it's echoing, please let me know.
So I'm going to get another victory point, please.
Another victory point for blue.
And then take this card. When a horde activates, place a basic unit of any player on any of their havens.
What was that?
Oh, we've both got all our basic units in play.
No basic units.
That was a lot of faff and chaff for not much payoff. Oh well.
And you got all the bonuses for the lightning bolt and the points and the stuff and the things.
I did indeed.
All right, time to take care of the skeleton, i.e., a command action. Food goes in there, and these guys move into here. Then it is time for archery. Archery says I get a white and a purple.
Oh, you're one of your purple archers?
I do have a purple archer. Pifty Path. 1 victory point for killing a skeleton.
And no clash. Because the skeleton's already dead.
Then I'm going to play this. Flip this to gain 1 salt for every sword sister in play. Of which I have 4. Man, that seems like a crazy broken card. All right.
I am going to go to market. I am going to pay a salt to get the pateti. Then I'm going to flip it to move my hero up to 3 hexes.
Oh, he's talking about my sore throat radio-friendly.
Radio-friendly voice. Welcome to 98.4, The Weasel.
Baby, I ain't got enough for your love.
Baby. All right. That was my last turn. Go ahead.
All right. You've done all the quests. Since I have all this salt, let's get rid of some of the salt. Boom. Pay 4 salt and remove a quest, a curse, please.
And you get a victory point.
And I get a victory point. I like victory points. Which curse shall we get rid of?
Probably the one near your your haven, I would think, unless you want to get rid of one that... Because nobody's dropped one anywhere that I think is particularly relevant.
All right, no more curse there. Okay, there was other stuff there. Discard this, gain 5 food. Every other player gains 2 food. Pay 1 salt to reroll.
This was after the one you bought.
Gotcha. Pay 1 salt to reroll 1 die on any of your...
Rolls outside of combat.
Oh, you want that in a big way, Jimbo.
Yeah, but it's going away. I have no more actions.
2 guile. I can do that. So you're done then?
Yes.
I will go there again then. Pay 1 salt for the cursed die.
The cursed dice. A bad war paint. It's not just war paint, it's bad war paint. A bad.
All right, we are done all of our actions. Yeah, you can stop now. All right, activate legions and hordes once each for each activation token on them in initiative order.
All right, so the Spy Master would like to go to Afterwalker, but he cannot. He has no activation tokens. Then the Covenant is sought activates.
Wait, what happened? Something happened here. One moment. We need to go back because I made a mistake. This can go back. Salt. 2 plunder. I just made a mistake. Forgot that I had to drop a haven in.
Gotcha.
That market is a haven action instead. I just looked down and I was like, Mike, you forgot to build your haven.
So, the Covenant is sought comes to Mike's haven. First, it drops a curse.
Drops a curse.
On the sea tower. Then
it is bow time. Time for bows.
It is bow time. Time for bows.
In there, I get 2 white dice for my units. I also get...
Another white die for your tower.
Another white die for the tower.
May I have an orange die, please?
I don't like the fact that you're about to roll so many orange dice. Yes. Let's see. Got some stuff here.
Make sure that none of it's for your...
What is his threat at?
His threat is at 6.
So that's more units than I've got.
Does your hero have to be there?
If your enemy has more... but nope.
Not in the little red text at the bottom?
Nope, before rolling once per round.
Nice.
There's something. Archery. Reroll up to 2 of your dice before damage once per round on your hero's hex. On your hero's hex. All right, these 2 are hero hexes. All right.
All right, so 1 and 1. So they kill one of your units. You know.
Oh, he rolled just as badly? Good.
Yep.
Good.
Just as badly. It only gets worse from here, though.
It does. So I lose one of my white dice, but they still outnumber me because he's still at 5 to my 4.
He's still at 5.
So I get that blue.
May I have 2 more blue, please?
You sure can. There you are. And now I get 3 orange on top of that.
And don't forget, you get a blue from your walls.
Oh yes, a blue from the walls. 1
white from the tower, 1 blue from the walls.
Yes, that's. I was wondering where my other white was from. So tower, walls. Extra die for the thing, my 4 units. How many skulls?
3 skulls.
2 shields. So I'm losing 1.
And you did 3 skulls.
He is taking 3. Or they are taking 3. I'm taking 1.
Remember, they go here.
Chaos. Graveyard. All right, I now have... What are they at now?
Purple, blue, white.
No, I meant... sorry, their threat. What is their
2.
threat? Threat is 2. They are no longer outnumbered. So I lose a blue, but I get that from my wall and my tower. I get that for my 3 orange units that I have left.
Two skulls, 1 shield.
So I do 2 more wounds.
Which is enough to destroy it.
He does 2 skulls. I block 1, so I have to lose 1 more unit.
Yep. A fading memory. If destroyed, gain 4 victory points.
4 heard.
And we get our
action back, which is...
Action back.
I wish to take it now.
Yeah, me too. I hear you.
That is the good stuff. It's true.
Yeah, that was the good stuff. That went really well.
Get out.
Okay.
Next.
So then, the Mage Breaker. The Mage Breaker goes off to fight the False Messiah.
All right, I'll do the False Messiah.
All right. I will do the Mage Breaker. Oh, sorry. When the Mage Breaker activates, I believe the first thing she does is drop a garrison down.
Correct.
Yes. Bump.
I am ready with my archery phase.
May I have 3 orange dice, please?
Hitting a block.
2 hits, so they each take 1 hit.
Correct.
If she gets up to 6 or 7, she gets black dice in the ranged phase.
I don't like that. All right.
So, orange and yellow, blue, blue, black and dice.
Five, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So she does 3 skulls and blocks 2.
3 skulls. So I block 1, so I'm taking 2 more hits. I do 3 skulls.
And she blocks 2. So she's taking 1.
Lightning bolt. What does it do?
She gains skull for lightning bolt showing on all dice. She only had 1 lightning bolt showing,
Gotcha.
so it was worth a skull.
Hitting a block.
Hit, block. So 1 to you. She has black no matter in melee, no matter what level. Is that
Oh!
triple hit block,
Go
triple
in.
hit block. So they each take 2.
I am dead. If destroyed, gain 3 victory points. So 3 victory points for purple. Or one of your units here. What does that mean?
So like I could for example have him become a Koloth if I had defeated him.
Ah, gotcha.
But because she defeated
Oh, I see.
him,
You just get 1 free unit.
yeah. And she's down to threat 1.
Well, that's pretty damn good, if you ask me.
I agree. It didn't
Where'd
go
that
quite the way I thought it was
That,
going to go, but
And the Messiah is destroyed. And speaking of Mage Breaker, no, she's done. That was her 1 move.
yeah, it would be the false Messiah that would go next.
But he is dead. And the Spy Master has no activation tokens, so they are done. Gain resources based on all of your havens.
It does very much trees rule. Sorry, what was that?
Second, I'm ready. Oh,
I'm ready with my archery phase. Sounds like something someone would say in a parody of board games.
That's true.
Very true.
I'm ready for my close assault phase. All right, moving on. What are we doing? Gaining resources based on our havens. 5, 2, and 1. Then, gain the resources shown on every hex with one of your havens. Then, time for Emperor scoring. 1 for every hex that has a garrison.
4.
4 points. 1 point for every legion in play. 2. For every faction in the Imperial Graveyard.
I mean, they killed 1, so that's another. Oh no, that's right.
No.
Paddle said that they don't go to the Imperial Graveyard.
Not the bosses, no. If there was a skeleton they
Had there
killed,
been
then
a
yes.
skeleton, yeah.
Then on to the Horde. Every curse in play. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Yeah.
For every Horde in play.
0.
0. Take that, Horde. Every faction in the graveyard. 2 for this
2
one,
points.
though. 1, 2. All right. Then, return all units from the graveyards back to the reserves. Will do. Now we score. Do you have 3
I do.
havens? I have 3 havens. 6 points each. 6. Special hexes. We each have our home hex still.
Yep.
1 point each. 1 point. Do we want to pay resources yet? No, we might as well wait.
Yeah, I figure that's almost always an end of.
Goodness.
Mentioned on a previous stream that you were thinking about putting some music in the background. Would you be interested in working with a listener for such a thing?
Maybe. I'll have to think about it. I'm just not sure if I want to do music yet, or how loud I want it to be. Maybe.
So that goes back up here.
That would mean making that someone, in quotation marks, a moderator, probably, and then they can start streaming music, question mark? I'll have to look into it. Sure, Becca? I'll get back to you. I'll be sure to get back to you. See what I did there?
I knew it was coming. There was just nothing I could do about it.
That's comedy.
I hate you so much.
All right.
All right, so
Enough of the
reveal a druid
silliness.
card.
This one. We have another archery clash one that we're just not using these
They're
anyway.
all archery clash.
We have yet to use one of these. Are we forgetting, or we're just
No,
not
we're not
rolling any
rolling
lightning
lightning
bolts? You may re-roll any of your dice that do not show lightning bolts. Before damage, once per round.
Purple dice are not common, and it's the most frequent place that you get lightning bolts.
True. All right. Next, flip all of your face-down cards back up. Done.
Regain all 8 of your action things this time.
I like 8 action points. 2, 4, 6, 8. Next, 3 new items and quests.
Except that we don't deal 3 new items, we deal only 2 because of the Spy Master. Because he's a jerk.
We don't like him. He's mean.
And bad war paint.
No
and
instant
Zed
things.
leaves.
2 of them require 2. We need a marsh, we need a curse, and we need, if your hero's on a sea tower. Ugh, none apply. At least not to me. Alright, next. Items, quests, done. Pass the first player token. Thank you. Next. Add 2 threat to all legions and hordes in play. They're maxed out. Anything happen when they're topped up? No, they're not. She's down to 1.
Yeah, she goes
It's
up
the
3.
other way. 1, 2. Sorry, I got confused. Thought it was sliding down. Alright. First player draws and reads the next event. So we are halfway through Chapter 3.
Yeah, see, your puns made Shabak retract his question.
Oh. The Herbal Women were once counselors and healers, but the source of their power, now stained by chaos, has driven them mad. Every player takes 1 of their elite units from play or the reserve into the Chaos Graveyard.
Boo.
Elite units into... Oh, man. All right. That's going to be 4 points for Chaos.
Yeah.
Unless there's a way we can... There
Get
might.
them
Sometimes
back
there were quests that did that anyway. And in the evening hours, sinking mists rise from the now empty fields and drive the frightened survivors into their holes and shelters. Place 2 hordes at threat 5 on any empty hexes in the same region. Then we're going to place a legion, so we're placing 3 bosses out.
Well, we didn't get any. We only got 2 last turn instead of... Anyway, so the first horde is the Bloodworm. This is the guy who gets totally boned by swamps. Immediate shattering roar. Strength 5, you said?
Strength 5.
Place a curse on a tile with no red X. Jeebus. It's a curse on any hex with no red X.
It doesn't have a red X.
You're right, it doesn't.
Does it say an empty hex with no red
Nope,
X?
just a hex.
Take that, Imperial.
And then...
Well, before we look, we have to place him out. We have to decide where he's going.
Oh, right. They have to be in the same region. So that's either Foggrave, Howling White, or Screaming Sea. I mean, we can put them in Howling White relatively.
Well, this has a chance to be a swamp, correct? The food?
No. Red is either...
We want it to be a marsh. So
red is woods or highland. Green... Oh yeah, green is marsh or badlands.
All right, so let's gamble on this. And let's put them both in the Foggrave.
Okay. So
Let's put him
the Bloodworm
here. Because what would be? Let's just math it out here, right? It'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he can move to there next turn, correct?
Yes, but he could also move to here, and then if this is not what we want it to be...
Oh, but he goes to a haven no matter what. So
yes.
if I plop a haven there, then... All right, so he's going to go there.
I mean, you can also go over here and put a haven. Like, you can fight these guys and smack a haven down. All right, so then it was the Lich Queen. Where did I... Immediate zombie infestation. Put a curse in her hex. They both brought curses with them. How
awesome.
Nice of them.
I have a whole bunch of zombies here.
No, it's just curse.
Oh, it's just curse. I thought she was the zombie queen, though.
Zombies, not skeletons. So she can go in his same hex or anywhere else in the Foggrave.
Well,
I mean, we could put her here, and then no matter where she goes...
What's her initiative?
3. She goes very first.
So she can go in against that Mage Breaker?
The Mage Breaker.
Although you're probably going to hop on the Mage Breaker, right?
That's kind of what I'm thinking,
3.
because the Mage Breaker's worth victory points, right? It's only worth 2 victory points for me, but that's still victory points, and she's weakened.
Yes.
But I mean, we can still send her against garrisons.
True.
Although that gives them 2... Well, they're behind right now, so...
And the closer she is, the less curses, right?
Yes.
So let's put her there then.
Okay. The Lich Queen.
I don't like any of this.
And was that it for the event?
We haven't placed our legion yet. Place 1 legion at threat 5 on the capital.
It is the...
Oh wait, no, sorry. On the capital in a 3 or 4 player game. This is a 2-player game, so we do not, in fact, get the legion. Give that a little shuffle there. Place 1 skeleton adjacent to a haven on a hex with a curse if possible. Activate all skeletons. What does activating skeletons mean?
That means they actually will, like, move and attack. So, probably there, because there's a curse next to a haven. Alright, so, activate skeletons. Move all skeletons from 1 hex at a time, following the rules for activating a horde, but do not leave a curse. Resolve all combats and repeat this for all other hexes with skeletons.
So he's... Oh wait, no, I won't get in the tower. I'll just, destroy that haven?
Yeah.
Well, let's just do that one first. Boom. Destroyed. Awesome.
Get your haven back. Because it affects your... Then this guy goes here. So in the ranged phase, you get 1 white die from your tower.
Do they get any victory points for destroying that haven?
I don't think so, but I'll look it up.
Boom.
Boom, death. Victory point for you.
Wait, I'm ahead?
Yeah. You killed...
Oh, I killed the thing.
You killed the Coven of Isat.
Yes, Rebecca, I will definitely look into that. I want to see what the whole doing music thing means. I know there's all sorts of different mods and stuff for OBS to put on music.
Nope, just remove.
All right, then.
Okay, so then these 2 skeletons come running into here. I got 4 white dice in the ranged phase. we killed both hordes before they could activate and give you free basic units. I'm sad. Whoop, whoop. 2 victory points for
2 for blue. Heard and done.
All right. Is that the end of? Is that finally the event? End of the event
I
card?
know,
It's
right?
in front of you.
Yes, that is finally the end of the event card.
The upside is we cleaned up a lot of
Skeletons.
skeletons. Now, what happens when he has to retarget? I think he just retargets to
True.
the. If the target is
All right.
No, so he's got to go. He's still got to go to that hex,
All right.
and he's got to get there and then discover.
And then realize, hey,
Oh, hey, it's been destroyed.
hey, where'd that haven go?
Then he retargets to another haven of your faction.
All right, we need. Oh, here they are. Activation tokens. There and there and there. Sorry, that was right. I saw this purple here and thought. Anyway, moving on. Activation tokens on every Horde and Legion card. Draw 2 feats from your deck. Keep 1. Beastmaster. Yeah, we're going to take that one and maybe one day get all of the Beastmasters out. That goes underneath. Even though my poor Beastmaster's stuck in Haiti over there. All right, that is the feat phase done. 10 card limit. It's right there. That's actually handy. Build units and towers. Well, I'm going to do it anyway, even though I won't have enough. I'll probably have to spend it from somewhere else.
Cloth Rider.
One, two, three, 4. I can put a unit in there. Four, and I can't even do that. Six salt. Gets both of these out. Then 3 salt.
Remember, when
For production.
hordes activate, I can give you basic units. If that changes your turn.
Yeah, all right. I'll make sure I have a basic unit left. So 4 salt, and then another 3 salt to make a plunder, and then a single plunder for 2 plunder, and 4 puts this guy in here. All sorts of salt. All salt all the time. That is that phase done. Taking actions. First player me. First player me says moving, exploring, marsh. Damn it. Badlands. Plains of Ruhr. If empty, place 1 garrison here. Plus, place 1 garrison on an empty hex with no X. Roll your hero dice. Red. 2 purple. 2 orange. Gain food for every skull rolled.
I see 4 skulls.
4 food.
Do you want to turn the mountain to make it harder for him to get into, since it's not a marsh?
Yes. We'll go like that. Here we go. Place one garrison. If empty, place one garrison here. If not, reinforce here. Plus, place one garrison on an empty hex with no X. Do we do that?
Yep.
Plus, roll your hero dice, gain one food for every skull. Every other player gains one food.
Woo!
That is my turn. I moved.
All right. I'm going to move and explore as well. I'm going to move into the Mage Breakers space and explore. It is even at full strength, the Empire could never breach Frosthold Pass.
Place the mountains how you like them.
Yeah, I do like them this way. If empty, so it's not empty because she's there.
Correct.
Place one garrison here. If not, reinforce here. Do they still just place one? Because
Yes, I would say so.
that's kind of my thought on it as well. Empty hex 14. I'm just curious.
Or would she gain a threat?
That would suck. Some effects reference an empty hex. This is a hex that contains no havens, units, or curses, but could contain a hero. Are they units? What's a unit? 10. Actually, 41. Warriors, riders, and archers, legions, hordes, and threat. Okay, so she is a unit. So then I'm curious to reinforce.
Thanks, Rebecca.
22. Reinforce. A hex will end with any garrisons or legions will add a garrison, while a hex with any skeletons or hordes will add skeletons. Place one activation token on a legion or horde card. Oh, no. Sorry, that's different. Reinforce means that if there are units of the Empire or Chaos here, add one more of the same type. A hex with any garrisons or legions will add a garrison.
All right.
And then place two garrisons on empty hexes with no X's. We're going to have to do...
Sorry, empty hexes with no X's.
With no X's.
Good. Put it here.
It's not empty. There's a skeleton.
Oh, empty. You're right. Okay, there.
We're going to have to do garrison cleanup. There is no empty hex without an X on it.
So then one just gets reinforced?
No, it says like that just has no place to be placed to
All
go
right.
valid. Because it's not empty if it's got a garrison in it, right?
All right.
Okay.
Is this considered empty?
It's got an X on it because of the curse.
You're right. All right.
Okay. And then I get to plunder. And it's a mountain. That actually works okay for me. Cool. That was my turn. I moved and explored.
How are you at rolling? I'll do that one first if your hero's at a tower. Well, I'm not going to move way over there. Although the extra purple for that particular quest would be amazing. And I hope that my purple dice do not fail me. Quest time. Time for questing. I'm going to try this one. Probably these dice, but I want to get shields. So I'm going to take white dice. I just need one.
Just put them in the...
True. So 2 purple, 2 white, and a red. Flip this to gain one. No, where is it? Clash. I thought I had something that gave me dice outside of combat. Guess not. Oh, I think I took it back. Oh, that's right. Remember, I had to go back to put my haven out. I had the dice there.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever.
The first dice.
All right, here we go. Looking for 3 skulls, a shield, and a lightning bolt.
There's your shield, there's 3 skulls, and a lightning bolt.
All right, all of them are good. So we get draw a new quest for 1. You may discard any item from the market.
Uh-oh.
Let's discard the one that's face down and get a new one face up.
It can't be discarded until the Spy Master is destroyed.
It says you may. If we like them both, then we can keep them both.
Beacon of Despair. Place 1 activation token on the Horde deck. The next Horde that you draw gets a token. Place a curse on an empty hex. There's no... Oh, yes, there are. There's plenty of empty hexes that just already have X's on them.
All right. Every player gains 1 resource for each shield and lightning bolt you rolled, which was 1 of each. Shield and lightning bolt. I am taking 2 plunder. Whoa.
2 salt.
And that is that.
We may as well discard... Like, these are just one-off things. So let's discard the Abad Warpaint, which is just discard to get 1 red die in a clash.
Sure.
The Leviathan Harpoon. You may turn 1 of your dice to show a single skull, shield, or lightning bolt before damage once per round in your hero's hex.
Well, that's good. I have no salt left at the
salt.
moment, although I can just go like this. My sword sisters are not all out. I'll still get 3 salt for it, though. 3 salt. Although, when are you getting the basic unit? Oh, it's 1 salt difference. All right. Go ahead.
Not until the bad guys are moving.
Gotcha.
I am going to command.
I will play the part of the Mage Breaker.
So before the Mage Breaker, I must fight her garrison. They get 1 white die during the ranged phase.
Nothing.
Huzzah! I get 5 blue dice. You get a blue die and a white die. I think I have all the blue dice.
Why do I get... Oh, for the garrison.
Yes.
Sorry, white and a blue?
Yep.
Do you have anything that does anything to blanks?
Not just 1 blank. Crushed.
Destroy gated.
1 victory point for me.
Victory
please.
point for blue.
Now it's the ranged phase against the Mage Breaker, but we're in a mountain, so she only gets 1 die.
I'm sure she'll take the black one.
What level is she?
Oh, sorry. She'll take an orange one. Sorry, I just saw.
And
1
I
skull.
will use my traps to ignore 1 skull on one of my enemy's dice.
Done.
And then it is the clash phase.
Black. Blue. Do you have all the blue dice still?
I do.
Black, blue, orange, and white.
So because I have 2
2 blanks.
2 blanks, I get a lightning bolt.
Oof.
Actually, so what's that do?
You may re-roll any of your dice that do not show lightning bolts.
So I could roll... Alternatively, I could
Oh,
just...
this one right here. Ignore all skulls on
Yeah.
one of your dice. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
this round, we don't do any damage to each other.
All right.
This is kind of what I'm hoping for, is just nickel and dime her to death.
Nope.
So she loses 1 hit point, I lose nothing.
1 hit point. She's down to a black, a blue. Oh, wait. No, wait. Sorry. She still gets this.
She loses no hit points. I need that blue die gone. Ooh.
And a blue die.
So I've got... Do we have
So
black
you
die?
block both
Grab
those
me-
skulls.
Give me the black die. So I've got triple skull, double blue. Sorry, double shield. So she blocks 1, so she takes 2, and I block both of hers.
All right. She's down to a black, an orange, and a white. Black, orange, white.
So I lose 1. I do lose 1 unit in the end.
And they are destroyed. I'll let you do the benefits.
Remove her target and gain 1 victory point and 1 victory point per magic. So 2 victory points total.
And that was you moving in and attacking?
Defeated. Yes.
All right. I am now going to command. spending of food, and these guys will go in here, and I can't believe this one skeleton destroyed my whole haven.
What do you have in the ranged phase?
Archery phase, I will get 2 white dice.
You also may re-roll up to 2 dice. Boom.
Dead.
One
One
victory,
victory
point.
point. Then, so that's it. Done. Actually, my hero could have moved there, but didn't. So, that's that. Back to you.
I am going to move and explore here because we need to start smacking these garrisons. Xyolia kits still hunt for the helmets of Dran legionnaires in Riga. Gain 2 food. If empty, place a garrison here. It is not empty. If not, reinforce here. 2 garrison plus place 1 garrison on any empty hex with no X, which we've already determined there aren't any.
Correct.
Oh, maybe that just means they get a victory point.
I'd say so.
So give them 2 victory points.
I'd say we should have a penalty of some kind.
Yeah.
That seems legit.
I think it's if they can't place something to get a victory point.
All right, I'm going to command again. Another food. Same guys are going to go on a rampage. Actually, no, before they... Oh. Choose an explored hex.
For here, because I noticed you have a rider, and it's a Badland, your riders throw their die in the ranged phase in Badlands.
All right, yeah, so the leader would have moved in there in that turn. Then he's going to stay... Wait, sorry, say again.
If you send your rider from here in,
He'll get it in the range.
he gets it in the ranged phase.
No reason not to.
And is your hero going with them?
No, he's going to stay there because of the same problem before. I keep forgetting about my
No.
havens.
If you will need to move the rider back if you want to use him. Just
If I want to...
use him in this combat.
True. But I can do another command.
Yes,
later.
absolutely.
So he moves in. Red, white, white.
Yep, and they
Versus-
get white. Oh, yeah, crushed.
Can I get any benefits
You
for
can either
anything?
gain the resources or a victory point.
The resources of the hex.
Yeah, the resources of the hex.
Which is 2 food. I'll take the victory point.
Solid call.
Destroyed. All right.
Destroyed.
Oh, and just a straight victory point. Oh, that was the victory point, or that was the lightning bolt?
You get a victory point for the lightning bolt as well.
Victory point for the garrison. All right. That is my turn done.
All right. I am going to command. I'm going to move these 4 and this Koloth rider into here. So in the ranged phase, they get 2 white dice.
2 white.
I will ignore the skull. Thanks to traps. Now it is the clash phase.
What do we... Oh, a garrison.
Level 2 garrison.
Level 2 garrison. They get blue, orange, orange, white. I think that's the best I could do.
I crush them and I lose 1 guy.
Correct. Is that 1 victory point or 2 victory points?
2 victory points.
2 for blue. Heard and done. All right, so Jimbo, this is the question. Do I take this task spy master on with 4 units and a tower and wall, or do I get the 1 rider back or put down 2 havens? So long story short, I can either move him back or get 2 havens. Because I can haven, command.
That's a tough call, honestly, because double haven's really good. Like, really good.
But if I don't defend this, I'll lose it.
Yes.
Or I could just lose it anyway, even if I do move the rider back.
Yes.
I think I'll put down 2 havens. So long story short, havening, 2 plunder. Haven goes out here.
Are you going to want your hero on the square? where the Spy Master's going.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Because if you command, that moves your hero and the rider.
Yeah. Looks like I'm going to have to do that. Put a haven here later. All right. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to quest. It's just a matter
Because technically we could move this guy here.
which quest. Yeah, absolutely.
And then he'll have no choice but to move there.
Correct.
Because of the mountains.
Absolutely. I'm going to try Instruction of the Druids. So I get red, purple, 2 blue, orange. I'm in a marsh, so I get another purple.
Nice.
And then I'm going to get a black because I'm an elder.
We need skulls.
All right. So I got 2 lightning bolts and 4 skulls, so I succeed. I get 1 victory point. Gain any one of your feats, shuffle your feat deck, discard this quest.
What do I, is that both of us?
No, it's just me.
Oh, you took a selfish quest. Gotcha. All right. Speaking of selfish quests, I'm going to command. Yes, because that will let me bring the rider in. Commanding. Rider moves in. Hero moves in. Go ahead, Jimbo.
I'll grab a war song because there's something wrong with me. If I have at least 2 Oathsworn, which are these guys, I get another blue die.
I can make it so we can remove activation tokens from something.
From the hordes. Which doesn't make a huge difference, although stopping the
Does she
Lich Queen,
put 2 curses in one area?
I will look. I don't know if she can.
It's your action, by the way.
I am going to place a haven.
I'm going to go on a quest. So the question is, do we want to remove activation tokens or do we want to remove a curse?
Well, removing activation tokens stops them from putting down a curse.
It's true. And stops them from moving. So it's like
Yes.
double. So let's do that. Remove activation tokens. So, a red. 2 purple. This is hiding. Get out of there. 2 purple.
Yeah, I don't see any reason she couldn't have 2
2
curses there. It's just not common.
Okay. So going for removing activation tokens, it's this one that I'm doing. So we need a shield or 4 skulls.
How about neither? You did both, actually.
No, it's just 1, isn't it?
It's 2 plus. Oh, is that the
Remove all
one?
activation tokens. There's only
okay.
1 I needed. Place 1 skeleton with other skeletons.
There aren't any. Let me see what happens if that happens.
I'd say a victory point.
Well, no, see, in this case, we've done well.
True. Ah, can't believe the dice failed me
If there's
so
no
badly.
skeletons on the map, put it on an empty hex.
All right. Well, it's the same problem. Do we have an empty hex?
We do. These are all empty hexes.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, I would just put it out in the wastes somewhere.
Oh, it's no, it is.
Actually, we might as well put it here because it's victory points, right?
Yes. As long as don't let it move into an or it says activate skeleton. It goes in and destroys your haven, like you did to mine.
Admittedly, that would suck.
So maybe not next to your haven.
Well, I mean that's the only empty place.
All right, I'm done all my actions. Are you done all of your actions?
I'm done all my actions.
Activate legions according to initiative.
All right, so the Lich Queen activates. She chooses this one because it's got the least of enemy forces in it. So you get 1 white dice. She gets 2 white dice. They're all probably in the...
1 white die, 2 white dice.
Nope, there's no donuts. No donuts, Joe.
Nothing.
So the garrison does 1 damage to her.
Perfect.
Then it is clash time. So you get a blue and a white.
Blue and white.
Oh, sorry, I get a blue and a white. You get
You're playing the garrison.
purple, double orange, double white.
Double orange, double white. All right. Yes.
So they block 1, but that's not enough. She uses her lightning bolt. Ugh. Every horde in play gains 1 threat.
Oh, good. But she didn't roll any...
She rolled 2 skulls.
But no shields. So she takes 1 hit.
She does take 1 hit.
And then the garrison explodes,
kills
and
the
therefore...
She doesn't get a point. They go into the...
Oh. They'll get 2 points then.
I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure when they...
Yeah, no, that's legit. All right. Next is the Spy Master. Here is the fight. And it is in an ice waste, so no...
There is no bonuses. So in the ranged phase, you get 1 white,
And
2
2
purple, and another white from the tower.
White, white, purple, purple.
He gets 4 white.
Here is 3 white.
The bad news is you cannot use shields against him.
He
takes 1.
I don't need... Wait, let's see what I got here, though. My leader's there.
You can reroll blank dice, can't you?
Here's archery. Reroll up to 2 of your dice before damage once per round on your hero's hex. Well,
Might as well roll
there's only going to be 1 archery phase.
blank purple and the white die.
And the white die. Another wound. Better than nothing.
Agreed.
What... Sorry. What was his threat when we started?
7.
I get a blue die. Another wound.
Wow. Yeah, him rolling 4 white blanks helped out a lot. Okay.
Once per round, so that's done. So I kind of cheated before. If your enemy has more units or threat here, gain 1 blue before once per round. So I rolled it.
Once per round.
Once per round.
Once per round is every combat round.
But how would you use it more than once per round?
By continuing to gain blue dice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Once, yeah. So once. I only get to use it once.
No, it would say
Okay.
flip if you do that. Once
All right.
per round means once per basically once every time dice are rolled.
Okay.
I remember that being very explicit.
Okay. So now we are doing Clash. Clash time. Time for Clash. 2 purple.
Because you might get it now, right?
Yes. Well, he's down in threat now, though, right?
He's down to 4.
Yeah, so I'm not getting it anyway. 2 purple, a red, a white, and an orange.
Of course, it didn't clarify on your feet, so why would it do that? He gets purple, blue, blue, red, white.
Okay.
Wow.
I think I can use some druid powers here.
You can cancel one of his shields.
So first of all, we're doing this. Flip this to gain 1 shield for every Beastmaster here, of which there's 1.
So the first thing that happens, before damage, once per round, you have to discard your most expensive item or a feat without using it.
Without using it. I will discard this one.
I'm going to assume it has to be one you haven't used, because it says explicitly without using it, so... Or what do you think?
I'll do this one then, just to make sure. All right. Then, 1 lightning bolt to ignore the shield, sure. No, it says just ignore, skulls. I can only ignore skulls. And I also flip down...
one of the regular use of lightning bolts is to ignore a shield.
True. Oh, gotcha. I also am going to flip this down and get a shield for every Beastmaster. That's another skull gone. So 2 skulls blocked so far.
Okay.
And then 1 lightning bolt, like you said, to ignore his shield. And the other lightning bolt, reroll any dice that do not show
lightning bolts, which seems like a really good idea, because that's all of your blank dice. Are these... how many white dice did you roll?
Not enough.
You should have 1 for your ranged character and 1 for your tower.
That's it. And I should have a blue for my wall, correct?
Yes.
All right.
So, net result, he swings for 1, which you block, because you've already...
Yep. Negated the rest.
And then you hit for 3.
All right. Let's do this right now. White for my wall and my thing. Red, purple, orange, white. Yeah, no, I rolled right.
Nothing.
Death.
All right.
Can I lightning bolt up to get any bonuses or
Discard
anything?
the flipped items from the market.
Like this, or gain a victory point? Yeah.
Yep, you can get a victory point if you got that.
Will do. Victory point.
Refill it. You gain 4 victory points.
4 more.
And his target goes away.
Target is gone. All right. That is then the Bloodworm. Bloodworm moves here. Activation done.
Yep. Oh, and both times when the Horde activated, I place a basic unit in any one of your havens. So that can go wherever you like it. Yes. Okay.
That's that done. Activate Legions and Hordes done. Gain resources based on your total havens. 5, 2, and 1. Then, gain resources shown on every hex that has one of your havens. 5, 1 and 1. Empire scores 1, 2, 3, 4 garrisons. Is that correct?
Yep.
Legions in play.
0.
Factions in their graveyard.
2 points.
Next, curses in play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hordes in play.
2.
Factions in their graveyard.
6.
Horde came with a massive comeback this round.
Yeah, no kidding.
They get 1 more point.
What?
I need 1 more curse.
Ah.
Did the Lich Queen move this turn?
No, you took...
There
yes,
and
so
another point.
Holy heck.
It's a lot of curses.
Yeah.
A lot of points.
And I think all of our curse removing quests are already gone.
Speaking of curse quests,
Well, first let's keep doing
I'll
that.
go there. Return units from the graveyard to back to the reserve. That's at least one good thing. I've got 1 unit. Then it's our turn. Havens in play. 1, 2, 3, 6 points.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Special hexes. I got it back this round. Do we wish to pay resources now? I guess we will wait. Last round of the game. Back to the top. Reveal the last druid card.
The Silence. You and your enemy ignore all skulls once per, before damage, once per combat. That's the...
Gotcha. Well, I see. It would say once per combat. Once per round.
Yeah. Just means you can't keep activating it for, I guess,
Gotcha.
unlimited blue dice.
But you wouldn't... I think it means for the first round. So for the first round, you either get it for the archery or the clash. Right?
Maybe.
Because that would be run one round, and then you'd have to... And then you'd still get it every round, but you wouldn't get it for both rounds.
No, because each one's a different round. Combat rounds. We'll look it up. I am positive once per round just means you can benefit from it once every time dice are rolled.
Gotcha.
It's just it is a strange way of...
All right. So that is Reveal the Druid card. Flip all your face down cards face up. Done and done.
Regain all 8 action cubes.
Done.
3 new items. Oh, we didn't get the Leviathan harpoon.
Speaking of the Leviathan harpoon, might need it for the Kraken.
Luis the Kraken.
No immediate effects on these quests, which is good.
Nethersea map. Wow, the Nethersea map. Your hero is considered adjacent to any hex. Just all the time.
That's handy. 3 new items, 3 new quests, done. Pass the first player marker. Done. Add 2 threat to all legions and hordes in play. Oh, this guy is not nice now. He is at 7. And he's going to get 2 activations this turn.
Let me see if he gets a victory point for hitting the top. This is chapters. What phase is this? This is the event phase. Yep, they get one victory point for the one that they missed.
Gotcha. Event time. Why did this emperor curse everyone? Just a general. Yeah, he's just an all-round not nice man.
Basically, I think we started rebelling against him, and we may have even killed the previous emperor, and he was like, well, if I can't have it, nobody can.
It will all burn. Burn, burn, burn.
The invasion begins.
Oh, good.
Now the chaos that floods Azul from all directions raises its fist and extends its deadly grip to the capital of the islands itself. Place 2 skeletons on every sea tower.
2 skeletons. There's only 1 sea tower, so...
Yes, the Mage Breaker took care of that for us. And a gigantic swirl of dark storm clouds and flickering light forms over the islands in the sky. There's islands in the sky. For each player...
There's just diamonds in the sky.
No, Elise is in the sky with diamonds. For each player, place 1 horde at threat 7 on any empty hex.
Well, there's only 1 horde left.
Yeah.
And it gets...
It's going to have 3 activations.
3 activations on it. It is the Counter of Omens.
Does he do anything immediately?
He sure does. Place 2 skeletons on his hex.
All right. Where is he going to go? So it's any empty hex. Do we want... He's going to be threat 7. Do we want to attempt to deal with him? Like, I could put him and then go right after him.
Yeah, I'm going to be dealing with the Bloodworm at 7. The Lich Queen's going to go 1. Going to go right into the middle.
No, she'll come after
She'll go
my
here
hands.
and then there, yes.
Yeah. So I might actually have to go after her. So if it's all the same to you, I'm just going to put him over here.
Sounds good.
And then these 2. So although he's going to have 3. Oh, he's just going to come right to my hand.
No, he's only going to have 2.
No, he's going to have 3 because he gets the one off the top.
Oh, that's right.
This is going to be quite
1.
difficult. 1, then 2, and then 3 will be one of the... Well,
I'll have him come over this way then, because I can do something over here.
are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Do the skeletons move with him?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway because there's no more hordes to spawn. So even if they do explode, we're not going to get a spawn.
So put him here?
Put him there, yeah.
All right. So when he gets the one that was off the top.
Correct.
Then, because we cannot do the second horde, we place 1 legion at threat 7 on the capital.
Oh, good.
It is the Executioner. Immediate. Come out and play.
Hi, CC, man.
Place her target.
Right here.
You sure? You
Yes.
want to fight 3? 2 hordes and a legion?
You have 2 as well, do you not?
I just have her, so
Oh, okay.
I can take the
All right.
Executioner. Well, sorry, I'll take her target. Whether or not I can take her remains to be seen. Actually, I'm going to put this here because she gets better if she gets to her target. So, every player places 1 elite unit from play or the reserve into the Imperial Graveyard.
I was just gonna...
Yeah, I hate that. I hate those abilities.
Into the Imperial? Well, at least it's not the Horde. He's way back here, so...
Okay. Activate the Horde with the lowest initiative. That's the Lich Queen.
Wait, he's gonna move into there.
Yes.
And then
into one of your
here.
havens. Yes.
So this is gonna be a very lively place.
So she activates, leaving another curse. They might skunk us on the last round with curses.
Just cause...
Do you have any curse?
No. No curses.
Okay, so they score a victory point.
Correct.
That's the activate the Horde with the lowest initiative.
Ah. Okay.
All right. So that was that. Now what? That's the event. So now what?
Place 1 activation token on every Horde. If it's the last chapter, do this twice. So I've already done 2 on the Bloodworm and 2 on the Lich Queen.
So the Counter Omen gets 2. And the Executioner gets 2.
Super fun times.
Why did we do why did we do all 4 rounds, Walker?
Because we're crazy. Draw 2 feats from your deck. Choose 1. Well, it's obviously going to be leadership, so I can get the 3 resources. I'll give myself yet another guile, because I like all the guile. 3 resources. All red. Because I can't buy any units anyway. So...
Oh, I forgot to put the...
Speaking of which... Build time. Time for building. 2 plunder. May I have a wall and a tower, please?
I am building a youngling here. And I am building an Oathsworn here. And I might as well... No, that's... Yeah. Build a youngling here. Oh, this is going to be exciting.
It's all bad. All bad all the time. Have you built everything that you want to build?
No, but I built everything I'm allowed to build.
All right, I think I'm just going to be buying all of the items from the market this round, seeing as I don't have anything else to do.
We have quests.
Anything to remove curses.
We can move curses.
Losing 2 threat on a...
That's on one legion or horde. That's pretty
horde.
amazing. Especially
You
considering
may remove a curse.
move 1 curse.
Move, sorry. Just move it right off the board. All right, let's get going. Who's the first player? You are.
I am. Well, no time like the present, unless... Do you want the threat reducer for the Bloodworm, since he's all red dice all the time?
No, he's going to go in here and fight this thing.
And then he's going to come to your haven.
And then he's going to come here. So this hopefully will weaken up a little bit.
Okay. So in that case...
Well, don't, let me buy this before you do anything, in case you fail, and we can just turn dice to whatever we want.
Fair enough. So I will move here. And then I am going to go to the market, pay 1 salt, get the Abad War Paint. Now it's your turn. We got the Druin
Why is
Witcher.
my hero even here? Hero was there.
Discard this to remove 1 activation token from any Legion or Horde card.
We should take it off the
That might be worth it.
Omen guy.
So he's only got 2?
So I don't have to deal with him.
Well, you're going to have to deal with him even with 2.
No, 1, 2. You can go here first.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
All right. So let's mark it. Bind the mask.
The Mask of Jane.
How much? 2?
2.
Done. Back to you.
Drums of Terror. If your enemy's dice show any blanks, gain a shield.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. Right, I am going to quest. I'm going to strike at dawn. Here we go. So I get... Can I have the dice? It's right here. I get 1 red, 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 orange. I get another purple because I'm in a Hex of the Legion or Horde, and I'm going to take a black.
It's fine. Discard this to turn up to any 2 dice of any player to any sides. So the purple turns to double lightning bolt, and we succeed.
Actually, just this to this is better. So we'll do that. But thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. 1 Legion or Horde loses 2 threat. Because her lightning bolts raise everybody's threat, I want to weaken her so that I can just
Gotcha. Hopefully
drop the hammer on her as hard as I can. Then discard this quest, and we get to draw a new quest.
New quest is no immediate effect, please. Thank the goodness. Deepling Allies. Take this card. You may ignore the train effect of Highland Hexes. Highland Hexes are
Mountains. Only
1, which we don't have very many of, so not very useful. It is worth a victory point, though.
Nice.
Here we go. Move. Haven. Because there's no reason not to.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Command. I'm going to command the Koloth and 3 younglings and this guy into there. So she is restricted to 1 die for ranged combat.
Heard.
I have no ranged dice. I ignore the skull.
Okay.
I will then discard the Abad War Paint to gain 1 red die for the clash. So I get black, red, triple blue, 1 more red.
Here we go. Good roll, I think. 1 and 1. No, sorry, 2 and 1.
Okay. I hit her for 6. She blocks 1 and takes 5. And she hits me for 2.
And she is dead. She rolled no lightning bolts. And there is your... Oh, there is no things. There's just simply 3 victory points for you.
Excellent.
One threat down.
Threat down.
Back
Red paladins. Hang on a
To
second.
me.
She just rolled. I didn't have a. Okay. Oh, sorry. I get an extra blue die.
Very dead. Moving back into main HQ. I got 5 there. Do I want to switch any around? Which I could have done. No, I didn't do a command, so we're good there. Just normal move. We'll now do a quest. The quest we want to do is it's going to be a fight in here, so it's none of that. On a marsh, no. Move a curse to adjacent hex that has no curse. Discard this quest. You may move another curse. You may move yet another curse. These are all useless, Jimbo. Useless.
Unfortunate.
They're worth 1 victory.
Oh, don't
point.
forget about this part.
Oh, yes.
To
Instead
strip
of going
the
there,
activation token.
I'm just going to the market, like I said I was going to.
2 salt.
2 salt.
And then you just discard her immediately, and she.
Oh, okay. What does she do?
You remove 1 activation token from any Legion or Horde card.
Okay.
There's a character somewhere, I don't remember who it is, that once per turn, instead of discarding a card, you get to flip it over. So every turn you can just keep
Oh, that's crazy. 2 activation tokens?
1.
1. Okay.
The Orb of Storms. Discard this to move 1 Horde or Legion to an adjacent hex without activating it. So you could actually push the Bloodworm away if you wanted to.
No, we need to kill him.
We do kind of need to kill him. All right.
A, that's -1 victory point for the Horde, and B, more victory points for us.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to use the Patet to move my hero 3 spaces to here. I'm going to explore. Plagued by storms, bathed in twilight, black ice.
Where's this thing? It's sort of in the middle here. Oh, it was came from that.
Literally
Gotcha.
just put it there. Gain 3 salt.
And your friends gain 5 salt?
Remember, you can trade. We can trade with each other if you need stuff.
Oh, we have to be in the same hex, though.
If empty, place 1 skeleton here. If not, reinforce here. And unfortunately, it gets worse. Place 1 skeleton with other skeletons.
Okay, thank God.
And place 1 activation token on the Legion or Horde card with the fewest tokens. So they're all tied.
No, that's... Oh.
Are you confident that you're going to be able to
Throw
walk
it on the
bloodworm?
bloodworm.
Okay.
It's all or nothing on the bloodworm.
Because it's either that or we put it on her because I'm the one who flipped this tile like an idiot.
We're doing the bloodworm. It's all about the bloodworm. Oh, it's going to be so brutal. 3 reds in the arrow phase. All right, back to me.
Yeah, we've never not fought the bloodworm in a swamp before.
I know. Market. Taking the one that I have somewhere. There it is. Drums. Costs 3 salt. It's still worth it.
Blackfire. During the archery phase, pay a salt to gain a white die. That's actually pretty cool.
I have 2 left, Jimbo. What are we doing with these 2?
Sorry, was that your turn?
Yes.
Set me down? Okay.
Oh, I thought you did something quickly as well.
No, this was the.
Oh, you just read that. Oh, something in the
I'm going to
archery
buy it
phase.
unless you want it.
Oh, go ahead. No, if you got combat. No.
I'm going to
Then it'll
pay
be this
2
one.
salt.
The Twilight Bow. Flip this, destroy 1 skeleton here or an adjacent hex.
Neat.
I suppose that means where the hero is?
Yes, because only heroes can have cure.
Discard this to destroy 2 skeletons. That doesn't say there.
Yeah, it's just anywhere.
Do we care about 2 skeletons? It is 2 victory points.
It is 2 victory points. It's essentially turning however much salt into victory points.
Why not? Go to market. Pay 2 salt. Immediately discard this to kill 2 skeletons.
Let's kill these 2 skeletons.
Sounds good. 2 victory points for beige, please. Next item is Runestones. Pay 2 resources to add a skull, shield, or lightning bolt to any player's roll outside of combat.
Wow, that's a great early.
I think we're done quests though, but that's
I
okay.
think you are correct. Alright, pay a food to command. Go ahead.
Trade. I get assault.
Command. Roar. So they get 2 white dice during the range phase.
Where's the executioner? Isn't the executioner just going to pop
Yeah.
that on the way through? Oh, you have a thing left. Okay, my bad. So range.
2 white dice during the range phase.
2 white. Nothing.
Cool. Then it is the clash phase. You get
2 orange, a blue, and white. 2 orange. I need a blue, please. Unless you get all of the blue again.
I do actually get all the blue again.
1 and 1.
1 and 3. So I don't need to roll the blue die.
Okay.
Actually, I do. Because if it's a blank, I get a lightning bolt. It was not a blank. 2 victory points.
2 for blue. Heard. It's all you. I don't have any actions left.
Alright, my last action is to command again. And that's that.
All right.
I didn't. I know what I did wrong. I should have saved. Oh, I couldn't have. I shouldn't have bought this. I should have dropped a.
Then this guy would have destroyed it, probably. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going here.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is now, right? There's nothing underneath that card? No, it is time now.
Oh, okay. It's time for that. So
His
he
first
goes-
activation is
he goes
there.
1.
His
and
second
then-
activation is to go into here.
Yeah, so he gets 5 white dice in the range phase.
I will
and
play.
the
I will play the part of
The counter of omens.
5 white.
Yeah, and then the garrison will get 2 white.
Good roll there, counter of omens.
2 hits.
2 hits.
And I get
2 purple, 2 blue, and an orange. 2 purple, 2 blue, and an orange.
triple hit block.
What does he do on lightning bolts?
What does he do on lightning bolts?
Place 2 skeletons on an empty hex. After damage, once per round.
And then his other lightning
Does
bolt
he do
will
it
use-
twice?
No.
Okay.
Then his other lightning bolt will be to ignore the shield. Triple shield, triple skulls. He blocks 2 of them. He takes 1 point of damage and wipes out the.
Garrison, which goes into their thing. So he is done. The executioner now moves twice.
Alright, so the executioner moves into my space.
Hopefully we'll not need that other activation.
What does she do in the ranged phase?
2 blue and a white.
Blue and a white.
What's this? Gain a purple if the target's there.
It's not there.
Thank God.
I will ignore 1 of the skulls.
So take 1 wound. Ugh, black, purple, blue, red, red.
I'm going to roll my younglings after because it takes so much blue.
I only need the 1.
Well, so I need all 3, and then I need 1 more.
Should be
Oh, sorry.
5.
Paid assault. That was the whole reason I got this, to have rolled a white in the archery phase. Blank anyway.
Oof.
Okay, so then I get a blue. All right. I am going to flip this to lose a shield and gain a lightning bolt, which I'm going to use to ignore the black die.
Legit.
Shield blocks one of the 3 hits. Then I hit for 5,
Blocks 1.
so 4, and she hits for 2.
4. 1, 2, 3.
Actually, hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to discard this card and destroy the Koloth to just ignore all hits on the enemy dice. So I'm going to use that lightning bolt.
To nuke the shield and do another hit.
Yeah, to nuke the shield. So I hit for 5.
And that brings her down to just a black and a purple. 2 hits left. Black, purple.
Okay.
Two.
So I block 1 and lose 1. And I hit back for 6. So I get 3 victory points. We remove her target. And that is it for her. And then it's the blood worm.
You will take the bloodworm. I will play the level 2 garrison. Level 2 garrison will get
Did
2.
he had 3? Yeah, he had 3.
He has 3.
Alright, so he moves here.
Correct. Come on, garrison. Take a couple levels off before me. Oh, you fail. Good stuff. Level 2 garrison. Blue, 2 orange, and a white.
So he ignores all your shields.
Okay.
He gains the Horde of Victory point because he would put a curse, but there's no more curses. And then he swings for more than enough, but he didn't roll any shields.
That's fine. He takes 2 hits. It's the best I can hope for.
All right. Then, unfortunately, he goes here.
No, we get to choose, do we not?
The least number of. Well, let me be sure. We might be right.
You could be right.
I might be wrong.
You could be right. I might have misdone that. That's okay though. I'll weaken him up a little further.
Into a haven. If there are multiple havens, choose the haven with the fewest units.
That's fine. All right, no problem. So, 2 white dice in the archery phase.
And what terrain is this?
It is Badlands, so rider units get to add their dice.
2 skulls in the range phase.
Another skull against you. 2 skulls, 2 guys go into here. That was going to happen anyway, I'm sure.
Pretty much.
Then in the clash phase. Do I want to start any of this yet? No, I'll save everything for... Actually, do I? One moment. Once per round, pay 2 food to gain a skull or shield. So I'll pay...
Does it have to be where your hero is?
Yes, it does, actually. That's the very end. On your hero's X. Okay, that'll be next round. All right, 1 skull.
Okay, and 2 skulls.
That's fine. Kaboom.
That was his second activation, and then his final activation is... Sorry, Mike, he robs you of your
That's fine.
showdown.
That was my fault for building a haven here. I should not have built that haven. He would have went right into here. And I had an extra action. I could have fixed that had we noticed it. So it's with the fewest units, though.
Yes.
It's units no matter what.
But it's not the other one where he's actively looking for combat. It's the fewest units, and that has the fewest units at 0. Right?
I don't know. I agree with that, yes, but I thought it was units.
So into a haven. Hordes always choose a haven over another hex and choose the haven with the fewest units. Into a hex with enemy units is after
Gotcha.
the haven.
Boom. All right. Well, that's something. All right. Less dice rolling, I guess. That is all of everything moved. Gain resources. can just take them all from the same because it doesn't matter. So that would be 6 resources there, and then from here is another 4. From there, did you get all your resources from your havens and your
I'm doing that.
havens? Empire does not get many points, except 1 for their single garrison.
And 4 for the graveyard.
4 for the graveyard. So that's not a big deal because they don't have any people left. Now this is
the problem.
This is the problem one. 1, 2, should be 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
So it's 41. And then they have 1 horde.
2.
2 hordes. And then they have
3. 6 more. So you get 8 points for your havens. I only get 4 points for my havens. Special hexes, you get 1 more.
Yep.
So it'll just be buying my victory points to get past the...
Right. So here's 5.
I think I can do it myself. 1.
Well, I'm just breaking them into 5 so that we can
9,
firmly cement our victory.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28. Divided by
3 is
Divide by
9. 5.
5.
28 is 5. So I brought you up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. And so you can see that both of our victory point markers are ahead of
That was close.
the horde.
I almost like, at one point I was like, it looks like we're obviously going to win. Do we want to call it? I'm glad we didn't, because that was...
Yeah, well, that was just bad play on my part.
There were so many curses. So many curses.
So many curses.
Oh, shit. Every time he activated...
3 times. 3 curses. We gave him the first one. We gave him the first one, though.
Did we?
Yes, we definitely gave him the first one.
So we still lose, albeit barely. Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
we let the curses get too far away on us.
Yeah, I guess even in the beginning we should have been hitting those quests that removed hexes, curses, even though we only had.
This game is always just too fun.
Yeah, I love this game. I'm a huge fan.
And it's
even with my terrible questing rolls.
And it is co-op. So that is us for today. I won't let you, struggle through us tearing it down. Let's see if there is anyone else streaming today worth rating. Not X-Wing. There we go. Watch It Played is doing Sagrada, which
beautiful.
Is always fun. And we are here. Make sure this is all working good. All good. My name, Michael Walker. We are So Very Wrong About Games. If you click on the link, you'll find all of our podcast episodes and other stuff. We are here every Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. This week is going to be Dinosaur Roll and Write. I don't know if it's a roll and write that listeners can play along with. I haven't read the rules. Keegan is going to be teaching it, so if you know it and you know that you can play along, be ready for that. If not, I'll wait for your email, Sherbacca, and maybe we'll have some music next time. Who knows? Till next time, peace!
But I think it worked. It was so much easier to do it this way than the way we'd been doing it.
Hey, so everyone.